Hey there, parents. It's me, Mr. Collins, and I am going to show you another way to multiply. Maybe your kids have come home and told you that they're multiplying, and you look at the way they're doing it, and you're like, "What the heck? That's not how I did it in school." No, it's not. But I want to show you what it is so you understand, because it's basically the same thing. It just looks different. All right, let's take the number 23 times 17. We will do it the traditional method, at least the way I was taught. Okay, 7 times 3 is 21. And so we put the 1 there, and then we carry the 2. 7 times 2 is 14, plus the 2 is 16. So we've got 161. Now we're going to put down a 0 here. And 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. Now we're going to add these up, and we get 1 plus 0 is 1, 6 plus 3 is 9, and 1 plus 2 is 3. Awesome. There we go. All right, now let's try it the way that you've probably seen your kids doing it. And first of all, it's probably written something like this. So 23 times 17. I'll actually show you two ways that we've been doing it at school. Okay, the first way is we've been telling the kids, all right, what can we break these two numbers down in so that they're easy? Because we're trying to reinforce the idea that if they know their basic multiplication, they are going to be able to multiply any number no matter how many digits. So 23, we say, is literally 20 and a 3. And 17 is, I'm going to put a parentheses around here so we don't get confused, is 10 plus 7. All right. So we know that 10 plus 7 is 17, 20 plus 3 is 23. Now what we're going to do is we have to multiply because what we're basically saying is we have 17 groups of 23 or 23 groups of 17. We are going to multiply all these numbers together. So I'm going to draw this slightly uneven box right here. And I am going to write the numbers down here because actually, wait a second, hold on with me because I can change that. Check this out. I'm going to move my box down a little bit. Sorry. All right, I'm going to move it down here. It gives me a little bit more room. And I'm going to come back to my pencil. So check it out. I'm going to put the 20 here. I'm going to put the 3 here. And I'll put a plus sign because that's really 23. And then I'm going to put the multiplication sign there. And then we've got 10. And I'll put plus right here, and 7. Okay. So what we're going to do is 3 times 10, basically right here. 3 times 10 is 30. 20 times 10, well, 2 times 1 is 2. And what you maybe heard them say, oh, you just add the zeros. Well, that's kind of true. What we're really doing is we're multiplying by this 0 represents 10 because 2 times 10 is 20. So it's really times 10, that's 20. 20 times 10 is, of course, 200. All right, 3 times 7 is 21. And 20 times 7 is, again, 2 times 7 is 14, times 10 is 140. All right, so now what we have to do is add those up. And we get 200 plus 140. And again, what I've been emphasizing in class is that it's so important to, first of all, know the place values, know what the column values of the numbers are, and then to line them up carefully. All right, so we've got a 1 here, and a 40 plus a 30 is 70, plus a 20 is 90, so we've got 91, and 200 plus 100 is 300. Well, guess what? It's exact same number. All right, here's one other way. If you don't like, and the one drawback is that I personally don't like, is that I have to rewrite these numbers over here and add them up. Whereas over here you add them one time. Well, we can kind of mix the two methods. So we can stack it, and when we get our answers, we don't have to rewrite them, because especially for 4th grade, sometimes it's hard. I'm going to start with the biggest digit. If we were in the hundreds, I would start with the hundreds, but since we have tens here, so 20 times 10, and it's important to know that that is a 20 and this is a 10, is 200. All right, and then over to the side, just for clarification purposes, I'm going to write what we just did. oops, 20 times 10. All right, and now we are going to multiply the 20 times the 7, and 20 times 7, again, 2 times 7 is 14, times 10 is 140. All right, we've multiplied the 20 times the 17. Now we have to multiply the 3 times the 17. So we'll start off with 3 times 10, and that, of course, is 30. And 3 times 7 is 21. And so this is kind of cool. It's right here. But sometimes for kids, when we're first multiplying, they get a little confused as to where these numbers come from. So that's why this box over here can be helpful. But what we're trying to do is we'll go first to this box and we wean them from the box, and we come over and we stack our partial products. All right, again, we have 40 plus 30, 70 plus 20 is 90. 200 plus 100 is 300, and it's the same thing. Well, I hope that was helpful. Let me give you, and maybe you and your child can do another one, and your child can bring it in to me, or you can email it to me, and we can see how it went. I'm just going to say, how about this? 19 times, and I'll say, how about 28? So 28 times 19, or 19 times 28. See if you can do it. Try the box, try the stacking method, rewind this video if you need clarification, and use a calculator to check your answer. Hey, thanks a lot. Give me some feedback. I hope you like this, and if you did like it, and if it was helpful, I will make more of them. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a great